Hello everybody, it's Joyce here with the Cozy Comfort series, and today I'm going to show you how to make my sweet potato stuffing. It's going to be delicious. So we're going to need 4 celery stalks, we'll need 3 tricolor carrots. They come in different colors. We're going to use some Fuji apples, half a cup of raisins, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to use 2 pounds of small sweet potatoes, 1 pound of sausage. Now this is my vegan sausage that I make homemade at home. You can use turkey sausage or whatever your family likes, but this in particular is my vegan sausage mix. We're going to use a half a cup of veggie broth or chicken broth, or whatever suits you. We're going to use some fresh ground pepper, some sage, and we'll use a little bit of salt here. Okay, and of course for the full recipe you can go to cozycomfortseries.com. So we're going to turn a pot of water up on high. It's about a half a pot of water, and we're going to start slicing down our sweet potatoes because we want to boil them just about 10 minutes so that the skin can get soft and peel right off. Of course, if you have a mandolin, you can go ahead and do that while it's dry, but I like to go ahead and get the skin to come off a little bit, and also helps the sweet potatoes to cook a little bit faster. So we'll get those put into the pot, and you want to do that carefully since the water is going to be warming up here. You don't want to splash back and burn yourself with the hot water. And now that they have cooked, we're going to allow them to cool on the side. So if you have a strainer, you can go ahead and put the potatoes in the strainer, because the holes all throughout are going to allow the sweet potatoes to cool a little bit faster. So that's a little trick for you to use, and you can just place that strainer bowl right on top of a plate. So now we're going to place a skillet on medium-high. And I've already cooked my sausage in here to get it brown, so there's some good brown bits here in the pan that will add to the flavor, and that's a-okay. And so next we're going to go ahead and get our veggies chopped down, and we're going to put that right in that warm oil. So we're going to chop the rough browned edges off of the celery, and then cut the white ends off of the other side. We don't really need that. It might make our stuffing a little bit bitter, so we're going to get those off of there, and then chop them down and put them right in the oil to get them nice and fragrant. Yep, so we'll just put that in there, and it's just warming, so you know, always be careful putting your veggies in the hot oil. So now we're going to take our man overboard. We're going to take our tricolor carrots, and you can see we have traditional orange, we have white, and we have purple, and I just think it makes for a very, very pretty stuffing. So we're just cutting off the edges and getting a lot of the edges falling off onto my stove, but we're going to chop those down and place those into the oil as well. Alright, so our carrots are going in, and see how that color is nice and pretty? I like to put a lot of color in my dishes. Next up is this onion, and it's half of a large one. You want to use small potatoes. If you have a different type of onion that you want to use, that's fine too. But I'm just chopping down this yellow onion and putting it in, because I like how yellow onions taste in something savory like a stuffing. You could also use a sweet onion or whatever. So now we're going to give this a mix and get the oil all over those veggies. We're going to sprinkle the sea salt, and then we'll grab our black pepper as well to get those flavors to infuse into the oil and the vegetables. And that's just a technique to bring the moisture out of the veggies, is to sprinkle with sea salt. It softens the veggies much, much faster. And now we're going to take our sage, our rubbed dry sage, and we'll use about a chef's teaspoon here, and we'll put that right into the mixture, and we'll give that a good mix as well. And that really begins that stuffing seasoning. So as you can see here, I'm not using bread. So to get that stuffing like feel, you want to make sure that all your flavors are right. So we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to allow this to cook for about 10 minutes or so. So now we've added our tablespoon of butter, and this is a veggie butter now. This isn't your traditional butter. This is something totally healthy. And now I'm adding back in my sausage into the mixture, and we're just going to break that apart. Next up, I've allowed my sweet potatoes to cool. I've peeled the skin off, and now I'm just dicing them down, or cubing them, if you will. And this is a rough chop. It doesn't have to be perfect. And just getting them ready. I put them into the pan. I've put my apples and chopped them up and put them in, and my raisins, and now I've placed in my sausage mixture with the carrots and onions, and I'm giving that a good mix, right? So I'm going to put the lid on top of that. Now, in a traditional stuffing, you might add egg to that mixture to make it hold up and be a little bit more stiff. You could do that if you'd like. So now my stuffing has been taken out of the oven. You can see all the beautiful colors and how it baked up, and it looks just like stuffing without all the extra carbs there. And so I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. If you do and you want it written out for you, visit cozycomfortseries.com, and I'll go